is lyrics, up front lyrics. This ain't I'll kill your mum, I'll kill your mum, I'll murk you, and then I'll murk your dad, and then repeating it again for an 8 bar. That's not lyrics. That's chanting or something. You see what I'm saying? That's chanting. But you say, you know what I mean? 4 bars and you repeat it. This is man then, yeah. We sometimes the man has got 8 bars, yeah, to rhyme. You think we're repeating anything now? No. Man like him, 8 bars, no, I want my thing to be 10. The man has got more to say, not to repeat after 4 bars. So this is real, this is the return of real MC. No, I've got much respect for it, because like the energy of the music and whatnot, some of the beats, they're heavy. Plus some of the little youths, they're my youngers, innit? My little cousins and my little youngers, that's what they do. I can't disrespect what they're doing. No way, I would be a hater then, I'd never hate on their team. But what I'm saying is, I'm not, because I'm talking about grime in a certain negative way. Grime needs to fix up. You see the content of grime? It needs to fix up before grime can take people somewhere. They need to start making up some tunes, you understand? They really do need to come with a bit more content. Certain man's doing it like where Kano's more lyrical, but some of the man that I see the kids really gravitating to, it's not really Kano they're gravitating to. I think they're gravitating to brothers that's less lyrical. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? They ain't really saying that. And plus, I will tell man straight, some of them are pussies. Because when they see me, it's like they've seen fucking Lucifer or something. You understand? They're not really what they're depicted to be. They're on to I'll murk man, I'll murk man. You go up to them and say boo, and you get me? Like they're bums, so they're kind of fabricating certain things. But some of them youths, they are real. Some of what they're chatting, that's where you can't get it confused, because some of them youths are chatting them bang bang lyrics, but that's how they're really living. Yeah. So I can't really even diss them, because it's actually how they're living, even though how they're living is negative. And a man needs to tell them that. And as a bigger man, I will tell them that. Certain bigger men are afraid to tell youths anyway, anything, because they've got straps. You understand? But I don't business. You understand? If youths have got straps, my people's got straps. So I'll just say it like that. So I'm not going to be afraid to tell a youth something, because you understand? We can't lose this generation. We can't not tell the generation what's right from wrong. They're youths. They're supposed to make music and talk rare tear. And bigger people, we're supposed to say to them, yeah, you know what, lads, cool, you know what I mean, but don't get excited, you know what I mean, and do something a bit positive. Otherwise, you know what I mean, you're going to have youths growing up thinking, so the next generation coming up really will be on our murk your mum and rare tear, because that's what they're growing up hearing. So they're just going to be growing up thinking that's normal, lads. You understand? So you have to show them youths there's certain things, you know what I mean? You have to show them certain things. Because too much things are the norm right now. You think that they're okay, but they're not okay. You know?
Where did the production come from for the project?
Oh, it's kind of, the love has been spread, you know what I mean? From Keith Lawrence to Carl Lyons, a lot of it like myself and Drew, you know, Drew ties, he works with Ty at the studio, Lab Studio, you know what I mean? So it's come from all over the place. Roots Maneuver, you know what I mean? It's produced tracks. You know what I mean? It's just the vibe. So when you hold a vibe, you don't study nothing, you know, blood. You don't sit down and you don't plan in that way. A vibe is a vibe. A vibe happens. Right. See how it's there. See how beat there. Any artist, anybody who calls himself a good artist, you hear a beat, you ride the rhythm. And that's where the man's is coming from. That school of thought. You give a man fucking, I don't know, Pavarotti. What the brother's name there again? Pavarotti. Yeah, that brother there. You understand? Mans will ride the rhythm. True lyricists will ride the rhythm. You don't have to like it, but you know that, boy, I can keep a timing on that. You know what I mean? So the piece is just all different people that put production in. Chris Smooth, Drew, myself, Roots Maneuver, Carl, the harmonies. You know what I mean? So you get different elements, you don't just get one sound. So the artists are gonna just vibe differently on every single beat. You know what I mean?
Since so many of you have been in the scene for so long, what are your thoughts on the way it's grown in recent years?
What are your thoughts on what, sorry?
On the way the scene's grown in the last couple of years.
Scene, I don't think the scene, when I visualise growth, I visualise something moving up. I don't really think the scene necessarily grows up, because I think it kind of does that sometimes. Do you know what I mean?
Without even, let me just elaborate on that, without going that way first. You understand what I'm saying to you? If you ain't got no foundation, what the fuck are you building on, blood? You understand? So you have to have foundation. You know what I mean? And then you can build. Too many people get the seeds and then trade the process. of nurturing and getting somewhere, and then the flower blooming. You know what I mean? Seed now with the flower. It takes time.
Obviously,
so
you know, it's like there's certain little gems in it. There's certain little gems that are coming out from the scene. You know what I mean? That putting out quality music, and their content is deep, like Scheme was saying. You know what I mean? But the scene as a whole, depending on which angle you're looking at it.
I think the scene has grown a lot in the last few years, but I think it's grown mostly in terms of mentality of the people doing it. For instance, we're here doing this. A few years ago, this wouldn't happen because we didn't think about doing it. And really and truly, this is our scene, so it's what we make it. And we're more progressive, so the scene is more progressive.
Yeah, to a certain degree, I agree with that.
Yeah, man.
I feel